Hello and welcome back after the break. You're watching In Conversation with. So, Meenu, as Dipankar, prior to the break, he mentioned that, there are not much male couture made by the designers here, right? Do you buy that statement? Because I remember at this point of time, encountering Shaina NC, and she mentioned that men are too simplistic, so nothing much can be done. However, on the contrary, I remember meeting again Anindita Hajorika from our region, wonderful fashion designers. She said, no, many innovative things can be done for men as well. So what do you have to suggest, or what do you have to say on this particular thing?
According to me, nowadays, earlier during our time, female models were much in demand. Okay, they're too glamorous and all. But now the days have changed, the years have changed. The generation is getting modern day by day. The designers are coming up now who really want to design for the male models, because they are also interesting elements for them in their life. So girls are already glamorous, as Sukalpa and Suti already are. Female models are always glamorous.
What about
I think even the male models should not lose heart. So Dipankar, there are many models, many designers who are going to come up with the proper designs for them to make you all look hunk of Guwahati, hunk of Northeast. So don't lose heart. Okay. So, and I think nowadays designers are taking much interest in models. Male models, for whom they can change their look. They can do the makeover for them and make them look more smarter.
I would like to add one thing to it.
Right.
Even male pageants are nowadays coming in Northeast, like Mr. Northeast and the Mega Entertainment banner. This is a very positive setback for the modeling industry, that even the institutes were there, modeling agencies were there, and with the growing corporate sector, that their sponsors are there. Those fashion shows were more frequent.
Stuti, what I would like to ask you is that, since, Meenu mentioned that there are designers coming up with more interesting male garments for the male models or for the male market, let's put it this way. All right, but then having said that, most of the time what is noticed is that what we actually all of us notice is that in a ramp, mostly we see the female models, and there will be very few male models. Yeah. Why is it that so?
Because over here, it's not just the struggling male models dying to get a platform. It's also, I won't say it's our fault. I don't know whose fault it is over here in the Northeast. Because starting from the grooming, when you have a grooming institute over here, and that's what I have seen and I have observed over the years, a guy with a height of 5'8" or 5'9" is allowed into a modeling school. No matter, they are not given the proper guidelines of, okay, you don't have the perfect height for ramp, you can be a print model. Pros and cons kunu kaku bujai ni diye. Okay, fine, it's money business.
You pay the money.
You pay the money for getting groomed. They take the money. Okay, any Tom, Dick and Harry can go into a grooming school. Okay, modeling modeling hiki so I'm a model. Sobore dreams take, sobore hopes take. At a certain age, we are all there with big dreams and big hopes. But instead of manipulating that, amak jo hai perfect way to dekhai diya jai.
As a transparent way. Yeah.
Yeah, I think then our parents parents didn't used to support this thing called modeling. Modeling buli kole, they think, okay, my son or my daughter here, they're going haywire. Ajikali hetu positive hoise. So I think jikono bostu, especially modeling by acting out humor agote, you should do a proper homework. Again, this thing about designers not making male costumes or designer outfits for men. You know what, I believe even the designers, there are a few in Guwahati and Northeast, like Jiman fashion shows dekha pua jai. I think it's the designers who really don't want to take male models up to the ramp. It's like there are so many female models and so many female designs, costumes. I can't remember her name. Who said not much to do with a men's attire. It's not that. What I believe is it's not the costume. The best attire that a man can wear and show is his attitude.
So why do you think so much of females walking the ramp compared to the male? The ratio, the designers doing that way.
It's because probably there are no good male models.
Is it?
It might. Again, I need to add to that.
How can I keep you, Mom?
Yeah. I cannot. I myself cannot keep mom. So there are no good male models. Yes, because they don't show up. That thing is there. And second thing is that I think the new designers, female dresses and costumes are easier to make. Male, for a perfect male designer wear, you really need to put concentration into that. And for that, I think the male designers, I mean the designers, they are a little bit scared. I mean the Northeast design, a little bit scared to experiment with male outfits. So that is one point again. And I think Meenudi will know because she is a faculty for JD Institute. So she might be knowing because we have been doing shows regularly, I mean annual shows. And then I have seen male lineup, I mean the whole round dedicated to male costumes. Isn't it, Meenudi?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I've been choreographing the show for JD Institute for the last 3 years. But even I've seen the change, amongst the students who design for the JD Annual Awards or any event. Like I have seen now the girls, the female model, like all the designers, they are taking much more interest in male models, designing for them, because according to them, their scenario, their thinking, their mentality is totally different. So it depends again from person to person about their interest, about their passion, what they're going to do, the passion which they're going to die for in future.
So Dipankar, now that you are into your studies, engineering, right? That's a quite a responsible study. In fact, every study is responsible. Let me put it this way. Otherwise, the parents will kill me. So you are in a responsible thing as of now. You are pursuing your studies, which is a very good thing. And sidewise, you are also following your passion, as you put it, as you quote it yourself. So how do you think will you polish your passion amidst all the criticisms all around?
Once I'm completed with my graduation, then I will think more about it, because now I can give very less time to this modeling because of my studies, because of projects and all. And in engineering, it's the load is very heavy. So you can't dedicate much time to this modeling and all. And modeling requires everything. You have to maintain yourself, you have to maintain your body, you have to maintain everything.
So it's a rigorous discipline, let's accept it that way. And Meenu, isn't it, as I guess we all have to accept that there are male models, good male models, but most of them are busy. In fact, I tried connecting with most of them, but all seems to be busy with their work. So I'm sorry I could not arrange a standby for you to support you. Stuti, what do you think? What can be done for them? What do you think? What would you like to suggest to all the young models, male as well as female?
Before we start with the models, I think we should start up with the grooming schools to properly
grooming school.
Yes, the perfectly right grooming school where they are taught to mentally grow. Not just have a good body and wear stilettos and do catwalk. No, you need to grow mentally first, and then you see your prospects opening. Modeling is my advice to the aspiring models, males and females both. Modeling is something which is very, very, very short-lived. And, with evolution, with tough competition, the requirement for new faces is, it's to the power infinity. I mean, every day there are new faces coming up. So make yourself in a way, okay, modeling is my passion, just passion. Just a hobby. It can never be one's profession unless and until you are born as Shushmita Sen or an Aishwarya Rai over here in the Northeast. That's my personal advice.
Now that you mentioned that, so it's a passion, so it should be a hobby. Yes, Dipankar, I'll come to you. Meenu, don't you think this might be one of the reasons most of the tall, standing guys and guys with personality also feel a little bit apprehensive whether to join or whether not?
No, I'm sorry to interrupt. They are not apprehensive. They have done their part. They've always taken it as a hobby.
No, the promising talents who think that they want to enter, but then something kinds of draw back. I mean, pull them off. Do you think so?
Yeah, of course. I think a few, and I've seen a lot of good-looking guys in Guwahati who are like, okay, in their respectable profession, like someone is a CA or a doctor or something like that. Of course, because in Northeast, in Guwahati, if you go to see about the scene, modeling circuit here, even it's a sad scene here, even now, after so much of, shows and designers and fashion institutes coming up, আজিৰ দিনতো ফ্যাশন শো এখন বুলি কলে মানুহে কোনটো কস্টিউমৰ কি কোনটো ফেব্ৰিক ইউজ কৰিছে হেতু নেচায় কোনটো ডিজাইন কৰিছে হেতু নেচায় গাৰ কোনখিনি অংগ উলাই আছে হেতু চায় that's the saddest story of modeling in Guwahati.
Very true, which you actually spoke my words. So, Sukalpa, do you think only the male models lack spark today, or also some of the female models also need a serious grooming at this point of time, your generation?
Thank you for calling some of the female models.
5 seconds.
Otherwise, she could have killed me.
Of course. I do You know, because as I already mentioned in the beginning of the show, there is a huge group now coming out to be models. You know, I want to be a model. So you just can't wake up one fine day and say, well, today I'll go and join some grooming school and be a model. You have to have the you know, prerequisites for it, and then you have to you know, follow. You know, if it is a passion, Dipankar, it will not let you sleep. It will never let you sleep. You know, it will bite you day in, day out. I did my first. It's just an example. I don't want to, you know, neglect male models, but then it's just my example. Being a female, you know, it's a very tough job being a female to survive in this industry, because there are a lot of new faces coming around, as Tutiba has already mentioned.
And the market is hungry for new face.
Yeah, it is,
Right?
and to survive as an old face and still work day in, day out, it's very tough. And when I started my modeling career, it was through Eclectic Model Hunt, and I was not in top 10. And mind you, Dipankar, I was very sad, but then that didn't make me step back and, you know, just see other people doing it. No, I didn't. I tried to groom whatever I was lacking, and then now I am here, what I am, talking to you. So, or else you might not even know me. Nobody might know me.
So,
you know,
Sukalpa's passion and patience, you know, made her go to Mumbai for Femina Miss India.
Right.
So it's
Passions,
hats off to
patience.
you for making us proud. Like, and one thing I would like to, along with passion, don't let your patience go off, Dipankar. It's not only for the male models, for all the female models. And they think like, okay, we don't get a couple of shows, let's sit back at home, you know, cook food, or you join my dad's business. No. There's a huge world, you know, a world which you have to face. So please do not lose your patience. Let your passion be on, let your patience be on.
All right.
And
All right.
there you
so
are.
let's do one thing. Let's join our hands and listen some Amrit Vani from Meenu first of all, because we are running out of time. Very few seconds left. So please, whatever you have to say in brief, what do you think can be done to all the male as well, especially the male and the female models, not to forget. So for the grooming part. Or
Okay,
whatever you have to feel.
according to me, like after you do a couple of shows or you take the feedback from all your friends, from the senior models, if there is any negative points which you get, you please work hard on it. Do not lose your patience. Keep your physical, you know, physique and your fitness on. Take care of your body, your hair, your skin. And next thing is your patience. Please, please, please do not let it go.
All right.
The
Thank
world
you
is
so
waiting
much.
for you.
Thank you so much. So, Dipankar, what do you have to suggest to yourself as well as to all your colleagues who's working with this business?
Male modeling came to the industry very late. Like female modeling was there from since early 90s. Like we can see Miss World Raita Feria in 1966. But when male modeling came in, it's in last 10 to 15 years, John Abraham became the Mr. Gladrex Manhunt. Then after that, male models started to, this trend came that men can also be a model.
I'm not sure of the statistics, so I won't be saying anything to that. So what do you think, what would you like to do to groom yourself up as of now, if it's a high time for you to survive in this industry?
Okay, I like to dedicate more time for me if I get time, because after 1 year I can give some more time to modeling. And grooming, yes, is very necessary for a male model, because as my fellow members said, that like male model lacks talent. It's not just only about talent. Like we can like talent doesn't come inborn, it have to be built.
All right, so you will definitely build your talent. So Stuti.
A profession like modeling isn't easy at all. You know, you have to be mentally really, really strong. And in that, you know, entire mental struggle, you know, you get thrown in, you get thrown out, you need to compromise, you need to do this, do that. You really get bogged down. So my advice is like, you want to be a model, you want to be the face right up there, be focused, think healthy, be healthy. Smoking and drinking isn't cool at all. You know, so just stay away of it.
All right, thank you so much. So Sukalpa.
I think if anybody, male, female, both, if they think that they have got the necessary talent, talent is necessary, Dipankar. It is necessary.
It is necessary in every
and
profession.
the face and everything required for a model, the height and everything. So if you think you have that, the next biggest thing that you need to do is self-criticize, because nobody is a better judge than yourself. If you can criticize yourself, if you groom what you're lacking in, because I know what I am lacking in and I can groom that, and you know that is what is necessary. Self-criticism is the best way
and
to
always
survive.
be open to criticism. Thank you so much, girls, and thank you so much, gentlemen,
you
for
for
gracing
having
this
us.
show. Thank you. It was a pleasure, in fact, and I really am open about criticism as of now. So, viewers, we need to wind up. Thanks for being with us. But for more news and update, keep watching Prague.